Alright, well it's time to ride the subway, which there is no seats or, handles or anything in here. All there is, well, transport items, which is surprising. So that must mean it's a really short ride or really smooth to be able to sit or lay down on the floor? I don't know, I don't question it. All I know is that Venus dropped the key, which I think is funny because she literally taunts us with the key, like, you can't get on this, suckers. And then she drops it, like, bruh. Okay. But hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Pokémon Colosseum Randomizer. Yo, how's it going? Just getting off the shift, huh? Wait, wasn't Lady Rena supposed to be coming today? And I recognize your face from somewhere. Oh wait, I know who you are, you Lemon and Almond. Just get out of here and try to stop them from going into the lab. Which is our destination of today, and it looks like they might have succeeded in doing that. Ha, take that, you weep, you'll never be able to chase us now. Whoa, don't you think that was a bit overboard? You think you're overdoing things here a little bit? You know what? He was there to do his job, and he did the job indeed. Except for there's also a main gate key, which is perfect, because that means we can still access the lab, although from the front this time. Oops, I don't know why I thought we needed to put the key slot right on top of the gate, or in front of it, like it's some kind of face scan. But I also like how the game went from Mysterious Lab to now the Shadow Pokémon Lab. So I like that little detail, how it just updates over time. Don't believe we could just go, can just go through the front right there. Although, I think right here, that's where it is. That's where we were blocked off. I don't know why I thought it was elsewhere. Didn't do a quick scan of the edge here, because I don't remember if the item's inside or outside. Right there. Okay. Looks like we're making a slight journey to get to that item. Also, I picked up the U-discs, just in case anybody's wondering, because the discs are something that are not randomized in a randomizer. I think it's because I want to make sure you don't get stuck. And it could also still be important items from that, Ooh, 3 dive balls, though. I would worry about that with Venus. We'd say too bad we don't have it then, but she actually had a Zapdos instead of a Suicune. Which, I mean, it's still fitting, all things considered, it's still a legendary. Legendary for a legendary, I'll take it. And okay, there was one item that was actually inside and not outside, which will be 3 TM48s. We are getting a lot of TMs from it's just these items. Like, it's kind of unexpected, but it's kind of cool at the same time. But good old Shadow Pokémon Lab. Once again, I don't know why I keep trying to interact with apparently the U-disc. Oh! I thought we have this, I guess we don't. We need to find multiple? I don't think that's actually the case, but we're just gonna put this shutter right here and actually unlock our save station, which is what I was thinking of before. And I actually like this part, and what's funny is that as a kid, I never knew that you could still escape the lab even when the alarms are blaring. Because the game is just like, you cannot escape from here, and yet we just walk out like, nope, we are very easily able to escape here. Which is also kind of unfortunate, because it would make this area a little bit more tense if that was the case. It feels like there should be something right here, but there isn't. It's kind of a surprise. It's like one of those weird location oddities or something. Same as right there. I mean, I suppose it doesn't really need to be too much in a lab considering what they are doing. But here's going to be the first battle of the day. Yes, they are still packing things because I'm here and prevented them. And I also like how everybody here is ready to fight. But hello, researcher Myron, what do you have? A Banette and a Ludicolo. One of which we do have, but we switched out for a Haunter. The other I wish we would have. I love Ludicolo so much. And if we found a Ludicolo, I might actually switch out Milo. But alas, we have not found one quite yet. And we still have all these. You know, I kind of wonder how much Poison Tail would go against a Bannet. I don't think it would be too much damage. And hopefully Cupcake, yes, I decided to call him Cupcake. I don't know why. My inner child playing Pokemon decided to name it. It's not very effective. Okay, good to know. I didn't think that would be the case, but it's kind of fun to try to figure these things out. But we are definitely going to get this Ludicolo out of our way, and I'm going to switch my Haunter out because he is still the lowest level. Now, thankfully he's still able to survive, but he doesn't really have much that would be very effective for what we're trying to target right now is a Ludicolo, because Man has that under control, so let's just switch out Ice Cube. For the heck of it, I still would like to use at least one of each of our Pokemon, at least once. I don't really know why, I think it's just kind of fun to do that, but why not? It makes it so that everybody levels up evenly. And okay, it's not a crit hit this time, which was unfortunate, but it still did a decent amount of damage. If you use Thunder Punch, that would be even better though, so ideally, that would happen. Muddy Water once again. Do you have any other moves, Bannet? That is the question, because twice in a row, I would understand. I mean, I guess I understand it, because if it goes against both, so I don't really blame it. Now we're gonna use Heat Wave, and I guess we are actually going to switch to fighting Bannet here, because Heat Wave will hit both, and you know what? That's pretty good, because we just got it down to below health. And this is also where our levels are going to be very tight in comparison to everybody here. So that's not super effective, I didn't really think it would, but at the same time I'm pretty sure Ludicolo is grass and water. So I know it neutralizes, but I always thought that the weaker type would take priority, but I guess not for everything. Okay, 3 times in a row. This must be the only thing that it knows. That, or it just really loves Mud Shot, but all I can imagine is all 4 attacks being Muddy Water, Muddy Water, Muddy Water. But regardless, we've almost got this Bannet down, and unfortunately this guy does not have Shadow Pokemon. Yes, obviously not every Pokemon trainer in this game has it. Which is also kind of interesting, because it's a Shadow Pokemon Lab. You'd think it would be very easy to snag one, but oh well. Goodbye Ludicolo, it was good to see you. Absolute gem. And now it's just you, Bannet. Muddy Water Obsessed Bannet. I mean, if we could nickname it, I'm sure we could just nickname it Mud. Also, there's one detail that I actually really like about this game, which I didn't actually know was a thing because I never used to try to nickname them afterwards, is that you can't actually nickname the puzzle, or in our case, our, goodness, Trico. Because it started off as a Trico. Because it actually belongs to Duking, and I like that. I just never thought about renaming puzzle. And the reason why I know that is because I tried to rename Skeplow, because I forgot we actually got it from Duking, because as a randomizer, sometimes you just forget about these things. But okay, bye. Oh, I forget you dropped an item. 1 keycard. Okay, I'm glad we actually went to fight him. Oh, that's a keycard. Now we get into the lab. I mean, yeah. What else would a keycard be there for? Now we can finally get this item, which will be 1 beautiful elixir. Which, I mean, I'm not complaining. I mean, having elixirs is really nice, especially saying where we are right now. And now we can use the keycard, not the subway key or the U-disc. Bro, I love those seats. Yeah, it's kind of funny how the subway actually has no seats or even anything to hold on to. Because it's sort of for transport, I guess it makes sense, but at the same time, you'd think somebody like Lady Venus or Ein or something like that would like to sit So that must mean it is pretty close to Pirate Town, but with the map it's indicating the opposite. And you can't even interact with these lockers, I just never tried to do that. Oh, okay. Hello, you actually did kinda startle me because I forgot you were right there. I forgot you were gonna be on the other side. But hello, Cypher Fiona Cole. Imagine if it was actually Cola or something like that. Coca-Cola. Oh, okay. I like these Pokemon, Porygon and Wildren. No, Wildren used to be... Oh, wait, what was it? You know what? I might catch that. I might catch that Wildren. I don't know why I called it Wildren. The reason why I'm so excited is because I used to have in Pokemon Emerald. It's the first Pokemon that got to level 100. And let's just bring out Skepta here. So I might actually switch out Smilo for it because it's Water Ice. It really just depends on the status because I like to figure out the status between different Pokemon before I decide to switch them out. Which is why I decided to switch out Milo instead of our starter, which was also Water type Pokemon. Is that its stats were just slightly higher, so I might end up actually getting a Wilrun. And I might call it Crystal, because Crystal was my Wilrun's name in there. It's like, I loved my parties to bits in Pokemon Emerald. I guess the first game that I actually had put so much effort into getting my Pokemon to the highest level possible. I don't think all of them are up to 100, but they were at least in mid 80s to mid 90s. And it wasn't until recent Pokemon games that I actually decided to try to get into the highest level possible. So it's just like, it brings back so much good memories to see in this Shadow Pokemon right here. So comment question of the day. What is, well actually 2 in 1. What's the highest level that you've got in your Pokemon before? But also, what was your first Pokemon, if you remember, that has actually gotten up to level 100? So, I mean, I hope now that we don't KO our Pokemon here. And let's set out Rob. I don't know why I set out Rob, I was just thinking about nicknames at some point. I was between Bob and Rob is called to me. And I think it's because of Rob, our beautiful robotic operating buddy. Words are hard, I don't know why I couldn't say his name. Dang, this Wildren just wants to dig so many holes, which I mean, fair enough. This guy wasn't do too much. I don't know why I decided to bring out Rob. So sure, let's just use Sand Attack. Because at least it will do some damage, I just don't know how much it would do. Ooh, Meteor Mash. I haven't really seen that attack being used. I didn't even realize it was actually in a Gen 3 game. But ooh, okay, good thing I switched it out. Because we could have KO'd our Pokemon. Okay. Thought the accuracy, that's what I was hoping for. And we'll just continue to use Mega Drain. No, actually, why not use Solar Beam? And we'll keep using Sand Attack because accuracy down for both Pokemon would be fantastic. Just like that. Although that would, I don't know the accuracy in the Meteor Shower. Ooh, now it has now I have the bone to pick with it. I see you, Wildren. I see you. I see you. I just hope that we don't get KO'd by it though, because it is level 43. It's not the highest Pokemon. Well, it's not higher than my highest Pokemon, which I think is 47. Looking at you, Ice Cube. Looking at you, Ice Cube. I think at this point, no, we're not gonna. Actually, we do have 3 dive balls, so maybe I'll take a chance to see if we can get the Wildren early. Never know, there is a chance. I don't know why I'm so excited to see a Wildren. I'm sure there's some Pokemon out there that you guys have also got super excited about seeing. Oh, it was actually very, very close to getting, but just barely. And how much damage will this do? it is a high attack move. So close to one-shotting. Oh, and you also know Psybeam. Thank you for avoiding Raw, but I have a feeling this Wildren is now going to... yeah. That's that. Why do you keep wanting to call it Wildren? It's Wilrain. Oh boy. Okay, Cupcake, I guess this is gonna be your turn. I forgot that it has the ability to be able to heal, which I mean, it's fine. I can still use Guillotine and stuff like that. Now let's make sure we don't throw any Pokeballs that we don't want to miss, because Sceptile is now using Solar Beam. But goodbye, Jolteon. It was good to see you, but heck you for getting Cupcake down, okay? Because I don't know why I decided to throw out a Ghost-type Pokemon and Poison, which I'm pretty sure both are super weak against against it. But okay, don't really want... you know what, let's just see how much Spark will do against the Squirrel, and the worst that's gonna happen is we're not gonna catch it. But I'm very much hoping that we are going to. It's too bad it's not like a Squirtle or something like that. But it's kind of cool seeing a Bulbasaur very close to KO again, my goodness. Please don't use Shadow Rush, or if you use Shadow Rush, please miss it. I never knew that Shadow Rush could actually miss. Because it's one of the ones that have no accuracy. So I guess it makes sense that it would be able to miss, but on the other hand, it would make sense if it was a 100% or like a perfect hit, whatever the right saying it is for that. But alright, I guess I'm really determined to try to get this Wildren with a Dive Ball. I don't know why, I guess that's because it's better odds with water. And at some point I will be using it. Think of Repeat Ball or Timer Ball. I don't remember, I think it's a Timer Ball, which ups its chance over times, but this Wildren really does not want to be caught. My goodness, you would think by now it would want to. But, oh well. Maybe it just wants Bulbasaur to be gone first, because sometimes these Pokemon just really want to get all the party members wiped, and other times it just really wants to get one of our Pokemon out. Okay, Wildren, you're probably gonna KO yourself, but please do not KO yourself, okay? Very close. Very close. Just because trying to catch this Wildren, we might get a party. But thankfully we still have a bunch of revives, and when I bought some hyper potions between episodes too, so hopefully we should be at least a little bit comfortable going through here. That's the hope. Okay, Wildren, please do not kill yourself. Okay, I love you. I would like you because I want to see what stats are like. Of course, and I'll just use Shadow Rush. It really did just refuse to want to be hit. Like, oh my goodness, we are. But at the same time, there is still another possibility that there's other ones out there, but also know that eventually we'll be able to actually refight this trainer here. And yes, we did. Well, my goodness, I don't know if that picked up my elbow just cracked. But I know what we just saved, but I don't really feel like resetting because there's not really a point in doing that. Because I'm still happy with the Pokemon that we have. But, okay. Let's get a revive quickly and we head up this elevator. Alright, our party is fully healed and now it's time to go down. So hopefully the next Pokemon after this won't be as close of a battle, but we'll see about that. Hey now, you're not supposed to be in a lab without your lab coat. Wait a minute, your faces aren't familiar. Intruders? I like how he's just like, huh? Because it is really hard to tell if we are intruders or not. Because once again, we just so happen to know where this is because of eyes that I'm going through. Hello, hello. It's always surprised to see Hello in particular because, well, you normally only see this once, and that's after 100% of this game. which, once again, is kind of sad that we don't really get to see it elsewise. And Armaldo, I don't remember what is going to be a better attack against it, because I think it's a rock-type Pokemon, if I remember correctly. I want to say either water or bug, but one of those ones. Let's just see how much cross shot does. Okay, it's just going to miss, and you know what, unless our Cupcake gets KO'd here, I'm just gonna switch it out, because it is one of our lowest level Pokemon. Plus, I just wanted to level it up to get a Gengar, which should be at level 40 for us, 40 or 45. That's the main reason why it's up front with us right now. And for just a second I was like, wait, I probably shouldn't get Milo because it's Ice type, but no, it's not Ice type, it has Ice type moves, but it is actually just Water type. Because you know what, why not? I like Milo anyways. I want to use them a bit more. Astonishing. Really just had a bone to pick with poor Cupcake. Like, what did Cupcake do to you? Because I know it's because it's Ghost. Like, it's kind of funny how Dragon, Ghost are super effective against each other. I can imagine if Ice and Ice was super effective against each other. So I'm gonna use Ice Beam against Armaldo. I don't know why saying that this felt so awkward to say. But what's an armadillo too? I wonder if that's what it's based off of. I don't think so, but like, hey, you know what? If it wants to be an armadillo, maybe it wants to be an armadillo. Hi, Mediana. How's it going? They're actually really cute in this game. Kinda wish that Medianas were in base game, because I would love to actually catch these Pokemon. Okay, so that means it's either not rock type, or it has something that kind of cancels it out and makes it neutral rather than not cancels it out. But good to know that it has Giga Drain. We're still gonna use it just because, well, it's very high hitting special attack. Like surprisingly high amount. And I guess Landman just had a bone to pick against Armaldo because I almost just killed it right there. But goodbye, you are definitely more of a threat as far as we know of than the Mediana. We don't know the attacks that Mediana has. Could have Psychic, which would actually be kind of funny. Because I always find it funny when the opposite types have the opposite typing moves. Like having... like being able to teach a Magikarp, like Thunder Punch or something like that. Or Flamethrower. I mean, honestly, that would go hard considering Gyarados, and Gyarados is a dragon. It's too bad Gyarados isn't dragon and water, so I'm pretty sure it's a flying and water type Pokemon. So I don't know if that ever changed in more recent games, because I don't know why I thought that at least in, say, after Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, it became dragon type, but that's not the case. Your guitar, apparently. You're far too late. There's nothing left here. That's what a liar says. I know that there's more here. There's more people like this one right now. So you're Almond, aren't you? The world's been wrecking havoc around the planets. Yeah, because someone's gonna have to try to stop you guys. I'm just saying. And I don't know who I want to send out next, so let's get Wild, because I do see Crocodile. Very, very close to being Feraligatr, which is Narius's Pokemon, so it's too bad that didn't show up. But both of these Pokemon have the weaknesses for Sceptile and Madman, so it just works out perfectly for us, so long as they don't have Ground type moves or Fire type moves. But by Slowpoke, I'm sorry you didn't have a chance to actually use whatever you were going to use, because it could have been a not attack, as in something that does the stat change. Oh my gosh, Pidgey, so cute. Did not realize how tiny it is. Like an old Pharaoh, or Pharaoh? Sparrow and them are pretty small. Let's see, let's just use Magical Leaf, because I know that it is a not missable move, which I love. I love Magical Leaf. I don't know why it's one of my favorite moves. Not a lot of people actually talk about what their favorite moves are. So I guess here's another question for you, not necessarily a common question of the day, but what are some of your favorite moves? Like whether it's one that you like to use or just moves that you like to see. Because Magic Leaf is just, it's a fun move. I don't know why I like it. I think it just looks really pretty, especially in this game, which you really get to see what it looks like. No Havoc, please! I mean, I'm trying not to wreak havoc, but at the same time I kind of got to, because it's kind of part of my job. Yes, I mean, if it worked so obvious with Shadow Pokémon Lab, I kind of expect that you would be able to down key. Which I'm glad would be picked up because I forgot that we needed that to progress to the other half of here. But with that though, we shall leave it here, because it's gonna get tougher. And with Man down, who knows how that will go. But until then, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you liked this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Slap the subscribe button, hit the link down in the comments down below. Do what you do, and I'll see you in the next one. Don't know why I thought there was an item somewhere in here. I don't think it would be behind here. No, that's too bad. But, oh well. Peace. We finally made it to the lab.